Alright, chat. Welcome back. We're gonna do some more of this shit.
Yeah.
Mito, what you doing,
Yo.
friend? There's a tea party happening. The rest of your crew are looking on confusedly.
I am really confused about all of this. Like, let's take a step back.
Let's take it. Record scratch.
Yep, that's me. You may be wondering how the fuck I got here with my with one of my friends now dead, having tea in my lounge
tea
room
with my
one of
enemy,
my enemies.
also now dead. I love that.
Okay. Right, let's, like... This is all really... I guess I'm confused right now because what Mito is trying to work out is, one, like, Mito obviously identified Sunrise, and that's who Mito identified. Mito identified Sunrise. And didn't like, it was give that like, I'm still not sure how two people who Give told me were dead are now, like, sitting...
there's the possibility that the 8-year-old doesn't know what they're talking about.
Yes, there's that possibility, but, like, certainly something isn't right here, right? Certainly, what I'd like to do,
I have no idea what you mean.
Yeah, I kind like... I'm not involved in a situation, but does that prevent me reading it?
Nope.
Awesome. I would like to
Also,
read...
I love this, right? Because, like, this is no longer a charged situation, and you're now recharging it.
No, it's
Well-
it's charged to Mito.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, that's,
like,
okay,
I'm
that's
not-
fair. That's fair.
Like, because right now, two people who, as far as I can ascertain, killed each other 6 months ago are sitting down and having tea, and that...
Yep.
That's very confusing.
Is that
So-
not how they do things where you're from, Jimmy?
No.
This
Like-
must be a Canberra thing, then.
Wollongong. Okay, so I am going to you roll sharp to read the situation between the two of them and try and ascertain what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what happens.
Good luck.
Partial success. Partial success,
So you
which
get
gets...
one question, two questions.
It is...
Let's
One.
ask one.
Yeah, let me just...
And you get the
loading-
+1 forward if you act on it.
Yep.
See, there's a couple that would really apply well here. But
Isn't
the
it
one...
a shame you didn't
Yeah.
get that 10+.
Yeah, I know, but... Who's in control here? That seems like the most... the one that's going to get me the most information. In
I have
terms
a
of...
feeling I know what the answer is going to be.
I do too, but... I want her to say it.
And to be clear, it's not morning.
No.
No, it's neither of them.
Yeah, no, I didn't...
No, exactly.
Neither of them are in control.
Okay.
But who is?
No one is in control of that tea party.
Yeah.
No one? Not even anyone from outside?
Well, I don't think it's a who, I think
Here's-
it's a what.
Here's
Yeah,
the thing
exactly.
as well. Mito
But that's
isn't able to...
the question is who is in control. And I think the answer that I certainly feel is correct, at least on Morning's behalf, and I suspect that Ash would agree with, doesn't concern a who, and so therefore the
Yeah.
answer is like
Yep.
no person
no
is in
one.
control here. It's something else.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Definitely. Definitely.
Okay. So that's pretty much exactly what I thought was going on.
And now
I
you
think
get a plus
instinct-
1 on it.
Okay. I think instinct is gonna have to take over a little bit here. And I'm gonna realize the situation is dangerous. Realize the situation is like it's every bit as weird as I think it is. And I don't want that in my home.
Yep.
I would like to I guess let's start with words and
See how we go from there.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you know what? No, I'm going to talk to is Violet still around? Where's Violet throughout all of this?
I think she's gone to like. I mean, do you go and look for Violet? Is that what you're saying?
No, is she? So she's
She's not
been
in
on the
visual
room?
range. You can't see her
Not
here.
in visual range. Okay. No, my desire to get this out of my home is stronger than my desire to figure out what's going on.
Oh, hey,
So
Violet's here.
instead-
She has a hammer that's like 6 months bloody.
Oh, that's bad news. That's very bad news. Okay.
She's
Okay,
drenched,
what we-
and
what we need-
and like I think Aggro is behind her, being like, "Go, go, go, go."
Okay. I'm going to intervene there. I'm going to step out of the studio and, as subtly as possible, stop the hammer.
Yeah, so she's like walking up slowly, like behind sunrise, behind
Right.
morning.
Right. So I'm gonna do. I want to do the whole.
They're like, maybe
the whole-
not.
Well, no. I want to because I'm pretty clear that that's the intention, right? So I want to.
I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna-
I mean, like all of them think that morning is a monster, right? Like,
Right.
morning has a hole through
And
her
to be
head.
fair,
Fair. Yeah.
they are not wrong.
Okay. So what I want to do is stop the hammer and tell Violet that the three of them need to leave now. I
So-
have a feeling that
So from behind you, morning, you hear, you see. So you see, you see Mani like look up, being like, "Oh, like it's a nice person," and then you hear like, you hear Mito from behind you be like, "No."
I would really like it if you guys could take this out. Can I take the hammer?
I mean, she like looks at you, and then like looks back at the thing, and she's like, "That thing has a hole through its head." And she's like, "It's not. It's some kind of otherworldly." And like you can see her being like, "This is freaky," and like all of the other all of the like other, like oldies behind are like, it's a scary thing. We're getting the young person to deal with it. We don't understand why
I'm not the
Minnie
only
isn't
one
scared.
in this room with a bullet hole where I oughtn't. And they just take a long sip of the tea.
Great.
Yeah.
Because
Great,
the people
that's
who
a-
matter, the people who matter, know what I'm referring to, and everyone else, who cares?
I kind of care a little bit.
Yeah, but I
Little
don't
bit I
care.
care.
That's what
Yeah,
matters, Mito,
that's-
right? Like,
So here's what I would. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna I'm going to like so. Okay, I'm going to say sunrise. Now would be a good time to leave.
I think it's.
And
I think it's really funny because like they don't react. Right? Like,
Yeah.
I think we get like this
Yes.
shot is from like over your shoulder as you say this, and like
Yeah.
when you say the name that used to be their name, there is
Yeah.
like their posture is completely without change.
Movement,
Like there's
yeah.
no sign that it has registered with them at all. Like you're
Yeah.
not talking about that.
Violet
they
like,
just
turns
don't
to you
respond.
and is like, "You're not kicking us out, are you? You said you wouldn't. You said you'd keep us safe."
who was that? That said
Violet.
that? Violet. Um.
And yeah, and all of the others are like,
I can.
like the others behind her are like being like, "Yeah, we said we'd like."
Yeah, but that was before you knew who they were.
No. Okay. Okay. All right. I turn to Violet and I say, I can keep you safe. I can keep you safe. But these two have got to get out of my studio in order to make that happen.
Yeah, and one of the oldies, one of the wrinklies is like, she'll die out there. She'll never make it past the like in that in those rains. They're like, do something, Jimmy. It's moving.
So Mito, your last statement
Oh, sorry, Mito.
your last statement did get a response because you said those two, and
Yeah.
that is a direct reference to the creature in question that it recognizes.
Um. Okay. Yeah. No. It's. Okay. I would you say that I'm talking to an audience here?
Yes.
Awesome. So. Um. Okay. So I'm going to use my the good fight move. Which
Sorry.
which I'm going to talk passionately with oh no, it's another where's my crowd move? What was my crowd move? Rally the cause. I take it back.
It's like rally to the cause.
Yeah.
I do kind of like that option too, though. The idea that you just start this passionate monologue to quote unquote sunrise about what you believe in.
Well, I think I'm gonna need to do both, right?
That's legit.
Because yeah. So what I want to do is first off the rally to the cause. I would like to calm the old people down. I'd like to try and saying it's my job to keep you safe. You came to me because I can keep you safe. And you all knew that there was resource like that I was never going to be able to save everybody. That was never going to happen. These two are dangerous. They have hurt people in the past, and keeping them here does not make you safe. It makes them safe, but you are no safer for having them around.
And Morning is just like placidly listening to you make this speech.
Well, that's
with like
sort of
the
what I'm...
half quirk of a little smile, just looking at you, listening, sipping at their tea.
Well, I'm actually okay with that, right? Because
Yeah, well,
I'm not sure.
Which I mention
Yeah.
because that is like 110% not how the Sunrise you remember would have responded.
Yeah.
Right.
right? Like that's
Right.
very much not how Sunrise would ever have taken something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that is like a noticeable like absence
Yep.
of what you would expect.
Yeah. So can I roll my rally to
Yeah,
the
you can.
cause on that?
Yeah.
Rally that cause. I want to fight a crowd.
Yes.
So what does that
So
do
that gives me
mechanically?
hold 2
Yeah.
to send in supplies, attack somebody I name. So that's worth having in the background. And now I would like to.
So you make this speech. What are you? And Violet's like, and Violet's like looking confused, and they're like, and the others are like, oh, okay. Jimmy knows about. The Mito knows about things. We should pay attention, right? Like, and they're like, oh, dangerous. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is interesting to me. Because I am interested in this group of old people and their emotional landscape. That is of interest to me.
Yep.
And so I would like to read a situation.
Sure.
As
go for it.
I would like to read the changing situation as
Yeah.
the speech progresses.
Yep. Exactly.
Because I have some questions.
Yeah. Go for it.
Potentially.
You have
Do
one
I?
question.
Yes, I do. I have a question. This is one of those times when I really wish we were playing Dungeon World because I feel like, and I totally understand why Vincent did this, but I really markedly feel the absence of the what here is useful or valuable question right now.
Oh yeah, but no.
But like it totally doesn't exist for a really good reason
Yeah.
because it's a game about scarcity. I love it. Okay, I know what the question actually is. And so Ash, and I'm gonna do that Apocalypse World thing where I like specify a little if you're
Okay.
chill with that. So my question is, which enemy is most vulnerable to me? Morning is looking for a sad person. Morning is looking for sorrow and despair.
Sorrow and despair.
Morning is looking for someone whose moe is their lowest resistance.
I think, like, as the situation changes, Violet becomes very sad because she's like, because of the
Does
accusations
she
leveled
now?
against Mani. But
Yeah.
also, I think, what's his name that has this, that has the sword?
Harridan.
Harridan. I
Harridan.
think Harridan is also like really sad that he'd been like pulled into this, like, because he was like, no, it was Agro that was saying that like this person was dangerous and that he'd like jumped to conclusions, and so he feels kind of like guilty and sad. But those are the main two.
And also, like, Harridan and I have a past acquaintance, right? So, like, there's got to be some...
Harridan, I think is mostly being stoic right now. Agro is sad
Agro
and
is sad.
guilty.
Yep.
Violet is sad and scared, like
Interesting.
worried for Mani.
Yeah, and actually... If you think this is valid, right? Because, like, I'm imagining, anyway, right, that, like, Jimmy has given us the cliff notes of Mito's speech, right? Like, at least the way I'm picturing Rally to the Cause
Yeah.
in my head, like, you know, it's like,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
that, like, 2-minute, like, end of Remember the Titans, like, speech that Denzel Washington gives in the locker room where he hypes up the team to go win the
Yeah, exactly.
championship game. I don't fucking know what sport it is. It's that's like it takes some time. So I think if you're cool with it, I think once Morning identifies this, I think they they hold up their hands to show that they're unarmed, I mean, one hand is holding a teacup, I guess, but this isn't the Chronicles of Riddick, so that's not a weapon, really. And they like beckon Violet closer because they like and indicate like they want to like talk to her.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
that's
she's like,
gonna.
yeah.
And like I suppose what I'm angling here, right, is like I think this interaction is subtle enough. I don't think Mito notices it because Mito is rallying the crowd to the cause.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
this slips under the radar with everything else that's going on.
I mean, yeah.
If you want me to roll to act under fire to pull it off, I'm very happy to do so because I think that
I'm
is
going to
fair.
make you do that because it potentially endangers the result, the fictional result of Jimmy's roll.
That's very true. Yeah, if I don't manage to keep this on the hashtag DL.
Yeah.
How'd I do? I can't see.
7 to 9.
Partial. That's really bad rolling considering my bonus.
Yeah. Yeah, she like looks at you and she like approaches, but like not within like physical touching distance.
That's fine. I don't need
Yeah.
her to.
And she's like, and I think part of the thing she's doing is specifically trying to get closer to Mani, right? She gets to the point where she's
totally,
like as
totally.
close to you as she is to Mani.
Yeah, totally. And I like pitch my voice like really low to cut like to be audible to her through the sound of Mito's like tenor I've been imagining the whole time and like the hush of the crowd.
And like
and
I think Mito, like you don't really notice the fact that everyone's like, what are they doing?
Yeah, right.
Right? Like you're too caught up in
the
big
speech.
speeches.
Yeah, I think I just say like, yeah, Morning just says like, I know things were rough before, but I don't mean her any harm now. I've realized we're more alike than I thought. She tried to tell me, but I always was a stubborn bastard. I don't mean her no harm, kid. We're... And I feel like Morning, like, uses a Tagalog word. That, like, I don't think it's subtitled, but I think, like, contextually it is clear that, like, kindred or allies or friend, like it's deliberately unclear exactly which nuance in that shade of meanings they're actually saying, but like something in that, like like we are alike is like the contextual like translation we like understand. And yeah, like I'm trying to seduce and manipulate.
What do you want her to do?
I want her to like believe that I do not intend many harm. And this is Burning Wheel, and so I can do that.
This is Burning Wheel.
Sorry, it's not Burning Wheel, so I can do that because there you're not allowed to change character beliefs. But here, it's valid. Potentially.
Yeah. Like this
and like
is where
for
I
what
would
it's
so
and
this
like
is where
for what
if
it's
we
worth
were playing
and for
Blades,
what it's
I'd be
worth
like,
and for what it's worth, like Morning is being truthful.
Yeah. If we were playing Blades, I would say that this is limited effect, but we're not playing Blades.
Yeah, totally right. Like,
yeah, good job. We've identified what game we're playing.
yeah, we're not playing Burning Wheel. We're not playing Blades. I'm kind of playing Monster Hearts, but mostly we're playing Apocalypse.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. Roll to see if she believes you. I guess then, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
What do you want the effect? What's your intention of the effect of that? Right? Like, what? How should her
okay,
behavior change
so
based
here's
on
the thing. Here's the thing, right? Like, what I want. I feel like that's too strong. There are a number of things that would satisfy Morning. Like, what Morning is trying to do is open a path towards one of the endings to this scene that they are happy with, which is the ending where Mito insists, and they choose not to insist. And they and Mani leave. And what they are trying to do is create the version of that ending to the scene where Violet goes with them, because they want Violet to be outside with the two of them.
Cool. Right. Awesome.
Like, that's what they want.
Yeah. In which case, yeah, roll for it. Roll your seduce manipulate.
Yep.
Because I think,
Man, I'm just gonna make this game so like fucking weird and conceptual from now on. I'm just gonna get weird. Listen to too much of Austin Walker fucking playing Friends at the Table.
partial success. Okay. Yeah. Here's the. She's like, we can't go back out there. They have. She looks at you, right?
Yep.
And you can see she's got this like look of confusion. She doesn't know what you're talking about, and then that drops as if it were a facade.
Yeah.
And she's like, we need a place to be safe. And it's almost as if saying you also need a place to be safe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm trying to remember, because I know we talked about it existing last session. We haven't established where like Sunrise's summer residence is yet, have we?
Nope.
Mornings, but Sunrise's summer residence that is also, I guess, mornings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think they nod and they're like I know a place, right? Like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, I am local to this part of the area in a way that the two of you are not. Like, I know a place. I know where to go.
Yeah, and she's like, and she's like, is it unsafe here?
I think there's very much in Morning's posture simultaneously like, like.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe
and she's like
I don't like could be wait and see.
Yeah.
But also underlying that, and it's up to you whether she picks up on this, not for me.
Right.
Right? Because if we're talking purely on the level of like physical dangerousness, like Morning is by several levels of scale and potency, if we borrow Blade's terminology, like the most dangerous being in the room.
Yeah. And
so
she's
to them certainly not, maybe to Violet.
Yeah, and she's like, they're not here anyway. We should go. And like, yeah, and I
think Morning just like turns,
on, right? And is
yeah,
like, and it's like, and like Mito makes this like big speech, and she like turns around and is like, I understand.
Yep. And and like I think just before this happens, we just see Morning's eyes flicker to Money, like you down with this?
I mean, yeah, you
just
look at Minnie
looking for like the nod.
You realize that Minnie has like said the same line at the same time.
Yeah. Oh fuck, that's so good. Yeah. And so Morning just like nods, and I think. Yeah, like we're all up and ready to leave as Mito finishes the speech.
Yeah.
Well, like, in my mind, like, for one of these actually worked. I've been trying for so long.
Mito!
I've done something useful.
Sweet summer child, Mito!
I've made my followers proud by getting them out of danger. I've done something good.
Oh, Mito.
In your defense,
That's what it looked like.
I know. I love it so much.
in your defense, I feel like you did do that. It's just that also this other thing happened that may have achieved the same result.
Here's the thing. If Mito hadn't been making that speech, right,
you wouldn't have been able to
these
have the
people
conversation.
leaving would have meant for like massive amount of like the judgment would have kicked in.
Yeah.
Right?
Like I feel like it's not Mito made a good thing happen. It's Mito facilitated people making a good thing happen.
Mito also
like the great irony of this is that Mito is not responsible for the positive resolution of the situation, but to everyone observing it looks very much that way.
Also, like Mito made it so that like the consequences of this happening are not bad.
Yes, that's very true.
Like the thing that I'm taking away from this, looking at this.
Oh God,
this
okay. Yeah, the moral of the story, according to Mito. Continue.
Well, like what I'm taking on about this is one that people still listen to me, and that maybe, just maybe, Sunrise has seen reason,
yeah.
and maybe they're still in there somewhere.
Well, hey, Mito, just to plant a seed of doubt and like poison your relationship with Give and your trust in them just a little bit. Hey, you just successfully reasoned with 3 wolves of the Maelstrom, in your eyes.
I don't know that I have. Like, I mean, I have, but I don't know that.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like the context clues make it pretty clear. Like, Give was like, there's 3 wolves in the building. I feel like Mito is pretty sure that we're wolves. And, like, we just got talked down. Like,
but,
maybe the wolves aren't just mindless monsters. Woo! I'm just fucking with you.
Well, it's, I think that the more interesting thing from this point of view is that as far as I know, I still don't know exactly what a wolf is.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
True.
Like a wolf could be
true.
like a wolf could be like a person or an object or something that shouldn't be here or like, and obviously there's something going. But I've seen some weird stuff.
The real wolf in the Maelstrom is your fucking like microphone in your radio booth. And none of us have realized.
Oh, I thought, okay, that went in a different direction. I assumed that we were going to the real wolves from the Maelstrom with the friends we made along the way.
Oh no, yeah, like I thought about it, and then the objects joke. I was like, it's too good, but it's also true. Yes.
I also kind of okay. I also want to ask if anyone. Do I know where the summer home is? Is that something Mito would know?
I mean, I think the first question to ask, because this has been on screen a little more, is like, do you know where the hearth is? Like every scene we have seen of, like most of the scenes we have seen have been Give and Sunrise going to Mito, not the other way around.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that means that that's just the whole of the dynamic, or if it just the other side hasn't happened on screen. But I feel like the first question is, do you know where the hearth is? And I feel like from there we can figure out, like,
Oh, hey, there's something interesting in the chat. Something interesting in the thing.
There's
no.
There is. There's a thing. There's some dots and
There's
some
some
lines.
dots and some dashes.
Some dots
What
and some
could
lines.
this possibly mean?
Anyway.
I think mine is running on a delay.
And anyway.
Oh, right, the Roll20 chat.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
okay.
So, like, you hear that sound. You hear the sound of the Morse code machine in the background, Jimmy.
Okay.
Mito.
Cool. All right. Let me just do that.
I mean, like, you currently got a social situation in front of you. What happens?
Yeah.
Do you let them leave?
Absolutely. I let those 3 leave because it makes them like that's exactly what I wanted out of that.
Yeah.
Like it makes them it makes the most sense for them to be out like they're a complication that I could really do without right now. Like like I mean clearly there's something that needs to be dealt with here, but they came back from the dead. They can handle themselves for a bit while I take a step back and try and figure out what my next move will be. They'll be okay.
That's good
And
logic.
also getting the man out of my can I grab the hammer?
Yes.
Am I okay to just grab it, or do I need to? Is she
Yeah, you can
okay
take it
to
over.
hand it over?
You can take it
okay.
over.
Yeah, cool. No problem. That's what I do.
All right. So, morning. You and Mani and Violet.
Oh, there's an aesthetic detail. Can I
Mm-hmm.
can I color this on an aesthetic detail? I feel like as we leave the thing, like the color of the eye has changed again, the fire. And it's just like shifted down like within the yellow spectrum towards more of a white. So it's that like bleak, suffuse, pale, watery sunlight color you get through like leaden skies and rain.
Yeah.
So like just like what the sun
Yeah.
looks like outside right now,
Yeah.
right? Like it's
I think
exactly the same color.
I mean, like we see that specifically as you like leave and walk into this wall of water, right? Like
Yeah, like I
because
turn
there's just
and
a
look at.
completely overflowing gutter that is just creating this like wall of water.
Yeah,
that,
love it.
that has,
Yeah, like I step into the wall of water and turn like in it, and it's like sloughing off this like white poncho, and my eye is like shining this like pale, watery, like white sunlight color, and I just look at Mito, and it's this like long, totally inscrutable look. Unless I guess Mito wants to read a person, but it's just this like very like just unreadable, like just long, intent stare, and then just like the slightest inclination of their head in like kind of a nod, and then they just turn and they're gone
cool.
into the rain.
Give, you're working
Yeah.
by the sound of voices.
Okay.
You hear a man's voice. It's kind of like slightly whiny, but you hear someone outside being like, "No, I said they're around here. They've got animals. We can. They're not even like locked out. We can just take them."
Okay. Is it still nighttime?
Yep.
Jump out of bed or out of couch, and I scutter into Jacobacca's room,
Mm-hmm.
and I start patting her.
Yep. And she's
And
like,
I say, "There's thieves outside. They want to steal your stuff."
yeah, and she's like up and she's like, "Fucking rustlers," and yeah, and just and like reaches under her under her pillow and just pulls out a rifle and like cocks it and like loads it. She's like, "Where'd you see him?"
Where did I see them? They out like the back
You
of the
just heard
house.
them out the back, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, they're out the back of the house.
Cool. Yeah, and she's like, all right, well, let's deal with this. Yeah. Do you do anything?
I just,
or
I follow her. I just follow her. I just pat her along behind her. I think I don't have shoes on or anything. And I'm probably like, I think she gave me like a big t-shirt or something to wear.
yeah.
And so I'm just wearing this like really big old t-shirt. It's got like a
It's got Cape Jarvis Pilates Camp 1999.
yes. Amazing. So good. So good.
Oscore intensify.
Yeah. And it's like that because if it's the 90s it's like kind of like pink and like teal or something.
Yep.
Yep.
I was
just-
a child. I wasn't like picking my own clothes. I don't know.
But yeah, she heads out and like grabs a piece of wood from the stove and like has that in and like hands it to you as a hold this up as light.
Okay.
Yeah, and like outside you can we can hear the rain like running and like she goes out to the like little like lean-to shed, and she kicks open the door and there are like three dudes there, like two dudes and a girl, and yeah, they've got like bits of tire over their shoulders as pauldrons and things. One of them has like a massive like a machete, and another has a crossbow, and then a third one just has like a massive like cargo net. And like she kicks it open and she's like I'm giving you 2 seconds to clear off, and she's like or else I'm gonna put some fucking lead in you.
I I like peer around her legs. Do I recognize any of these people immediately? Are any of them familiar to me?
Yeah. You recognize them from Paradise.
Oh.
They were not this well equipped before. They were not. Yeah.
Okay, so were they working for the man? Like people that
Previously,
were
yeah.
working for
Once
the
upon a
man?
time.
I
Okay.
love that this is well equipped.
One's got a
Yeah.
knife
Oh yeah, exactly. Oh, an
and a
actual
crossbow.
knife.
A
crossbow,
net.
Yeah.
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 And like
Yeah.
they're wearing wearing makeshift armor. That's like they would never.
that's fair.
That's the thing that they never would have done before, right? Like that's
That's true.
completely out of character for anyone, and for anyone who's not like the military force in.
I would like to read a situation ASAP.
Yeah.
Because they look very well armored, and there are more of them than there are of her,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want her to get dead, because that keeps happening.
Doesn't it?
Hey, Em. Hey,
So
Em.
yeah, so
Yeah.
like there's the bleat of the goats in the rain, and you hear them be like, "I don't think she can fire that," and like one of them like, and you hear like the person like pull the crossbow back. Now you can read the situation. Now it's charged.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm gonna set up for potential help or interfere. I think they're totally complementary to the kinds of animals and how to deal with them song. is like the kinds of, and we've already heard a bit of it, right? Like it's the song of how fuck, I can't remember the character's name, but how the character was like deafened, right? Like it's the
Yeah.
song of like how to deal with
Yeah.
different kinds of people.
That's true. You
Like
have-
there's
yes,
complementary songs.
there is legitimately a song about how to deal with different kinds of people.
Yeah.
That's
So I'm
very true.
just reminding us as an
All right.
audience that is a thing to set myself up to potentially help.
I like the
Alright,
fact that like
sweet.
all of your like lullabies are about self-defense.
They are. They're
I mean,
really
yes,
grim.
it's the post-apocalypse.
It's the
Ash,
apocalypse,
I'm a
yeah.
responsible parent.
Yeah.
That is terrifying.
Alright, so good. Okay. Alright. Oh, okay.
Cool. One of them says,
do.
"Shit, there's a kid. Fuck, I haven't eaten kid in like weeks."
I still get
Oh.
questions. I still
Yeah, you
get
do.
questions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
still
you've
get
got 6.
questions.
That's what happened.
Question.
Question.
I get 2 questions.
Because
Oh,
I
because you
read-
get your fucking weird ass question.
I get my weird questions as
You
well.
little nerd.
Yeah. So,
That's Give, not you, Em, to be clear. The little nerd.
oh, okay. Well, I mean, either
Though
way.
also, like, you know.
I am also a little nerd. So, read a sitch. The normal questions are, okay. Which enemy is the biggest threat?
the one with the knife.
Okay.
I'm really
And
disappointed it wasn't a surprise answer of the one with the net, because that would have been amazing. The net's got razor wire mixed in with it.
and who here is keeping secrets from the rest?
I mean, Jackabacca?
I mean, I'm specifically
You're specifically asking about them. Okay.
I'm
yeah.
specifically asking about them, but
In which case,
if they aren't, I can
in which
ask
case,
different
the one with the net. The one with the net.
The one with
is-
the net.
Yeah.
Do I have any? What indicates this?
You see fear in his eyes. The other 2 do not have that. So the girl with the knife is the one that's like I haven't eaten kid in weeks.
Gross.
Um,
Okay,
And then
so she's the biggest threat. Yeah.
she's the biggest threat.
I
Okay.
love that the Jackabacca answer is also, like, totally... really obviously true, because, like, literally one of the last things we heard them say was, I bet she can't even use that thing. And the fact that she can would certainly qualify as...
Yeah, that's true. But also, like, if she actually can't, that's also a secret.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. Oh, dang. I should have asked a different question. Because that one, the thing about the who here is keeping secrets from the rest is a thing that I like have used in the past, where I'm just like, quickly like cause a disruption by being like by outing somebody. But just she's scared and they're not. I probably can't work with that because I can't just be
I mean,
you're
like-
scared. I mean, I could, but I don't know if it
Right?
would
Like turn the pack of wolves on each other.
yeah,
Right? Like
exactly.
show bullies fear and let them like. There might be something in that as a strategy.
Yeah. Okay. True. Have I got anything else that is obviously immediately significant? No, I don't. Okay.
Just so we're all like on the same page. This house is somewhere like quite near to the highway.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. That's good to know. Oh, okay. That might indicate something then. So I know that, and I know that somebody's scared. Here's a question then. I've been here before. I know it's quite near to the highway. Do I know that people don't like to come here because of that?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's the reason.
is that
She's
part
up
of
in
the
this-
reason that
she's
she
up
lives
in
here?
this. If you have a look on the map, I'll ping. She's
Okay.
up in this little
Hang on.
cul-de-sac, right? It's
Give me a second.
it's really out of the way. And like there's this
Right,
section
up
of the
there.
highway near it, right? The walls have like fallen down into like just like looser slopes. And like at this point in time, that highway is a raging river, right?
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
It is like it's a Ganges, right?
Okay.
All
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look. Net holder. Scared net holder, in the eyes, and then I'm gonna look behind scared net holder in the direction of the highway, and I'm gonna point, and I'm gonna go, "Oh my God, what is that?"
Yeah.
And I don't know what kind of move that is.
It sounds like seduce or manipulate.
Seduce
Maybe
or
you want them
manipulate,
to
yeah.
like
It's manipulate.
in some way react.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want them to freak out or turn around or like.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to give a moment of fear because then I could follow it with something and or.
I mean, you know what happens if you roll a 6- on this, right?
They just don't care. Yeah. Or there really is something. Yes, that's what happens. Okay. Great.
I mean, as soon as Ash
cool.
was like, "Yeah, the walls are all like slumped down," I was like, and so like the boundaries of the highway are broken and the energy like spills out a little bit here, right? Like that was where my brain went.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let's see.
I'm sure it's fine.
Okay, partial
Yeah.
success. I got a 9, which to me sounds like they're distracted because they're really.
No, they turn, and she fires and shoots one in the leg.
Which one?
The one that
As
has
in
the
Jakabaka
cross.
fires.
Jakabaka shoots like
Is it the one with
fires
the
the gun and hits the one with the crossbow in the leg, and they like cry out in pain, and then she goes, "Fuck," and then like turn back around, right? They're now like focused on Jakabaka though.
Okay, great, good. I think it's time I grow up and defend myself.
Oh god.
Because otherwise Jakabaka is going to get dead.
Oh.
And I keep standing around watching important people die. And that's just not okay anymore. I'm not having it. No more, says the tiny child in the t-shirt.
With the piece of firewood.
Yeah.
Is there at least a nail in it
Well,
or
no,
something?
you've got your improvised shiv still, don't you?
I have several things. I
Yeah.
am going to
You're
pull out my
plenty of
boomerang
sharp
that I have never
objects.
used.
Oh my god, because you've the whole time, none of us have acknowledged this, but you're the feral child from Mad Max 2.
Yeah.
With the fucking boomerang.
Yep. So I'm gonna like whip this boomerang out of like I think I've literally had it in like because I'm not wearing my normal stuff, but I always keep my boomerang. And I think I've had it in like the back of my underpants. Right? So I'm just wearing this t-shirt and no shoes. So I just like whip this boomerang out of the back. And I'm gonna try and hit the one with the knife with my boomerang.
You're trying to seize
dear.
their. What are you trying to seize by force from?
I want to knock them out. That's
You wanna
my
seize their
aim.
consciousness.
Seize their consciousness.
Yes, I would love to seize their consciousness by force.
Yep. legit.
Here's the question: is that the same as incapacitating them by wiping out all of their dice?
Incapacitating people in the Republic
Oh.
needs to be like sorted. Like needs
Yeah,
to
Am
be
we'll,
I
figured out.
we'll talk about it, Ash.
Yeah.
We'll have
Am
a
I
sidebar.
acting on
Yes, you are.
the information? Okay, cool.
Taking out
So
that
I
threat.
had one. Okay.
And the song totally talks about this.
Okay. Okay. Well, then
I'm-
there's a question because it's a
I'm
9.
standing by to help.
It's a 9
I think I
with
can.
my own stuff.
So, do you help? Then.
So
Luke?
if we're saying
Well,
that
so
there is help
here's-
from Lola,
Here's the question, though.
am I actually
Like, I
following
can.
the song?
Well, no. Like, I can help. Do I help?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
That's the question, right?
I think the answer is yes,
Can I-
because
can I,
in a
like-
very meaningful way, because of the way that we've framed a whole bunch of Give and Sunrise's interactions and the existence of the songs, I feel like I'm also kind of low key still playing Sunrise
Yeah.
in that medium,
But even if you're
right?
if you're
Because
playing
like
even if
Sunrise
you're playing morning, I think you
lives
still
on
help.
in that form. And so I feel like, yes, Sunrise is helping. Morning, that would be another question. But yes,
Yeah.
Sunrise is.
Yeah.
And my hex with you is +1.
It started raining here. How appropriate.
I know. Just noticed that.
+1.
+1.
right,
Very
10.
nice.
Take you up to that 9.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
10.
You.
So yeah, I was on 9, so now I'm on 10.
Yeah,
Yep.
take you up to that 10.
She falls down with her face in a puddle.
Okay.
Well, doesn't M have to make choices from the Cease by Force?
Oh, you make choices.
Oh yeah.
Do you do that for
Yeah, in
10
battle
plus?
moves. Yes, you just get more choices. I think it's like 3. Like, it's a good number of them.
Okay, let me have a look. Seize by force.
So it's been a while since I did this move.
On a 10 plus, choose 3. Yeah. On a 7 to 9, choose 2. On a
Yep.
miss, choose 1.
Do that.
All right. You take definite and undeniable control of it.
Yep.
You impress, dismay, or frighten your enemy. And you suffer little harm.
Cool. Nice. Now I want to know how much, because she's exchanging harm with you, right? So,
I'm pretty sure a machete is 2 harm. I think it's one of the options for the gun logger.
what I'm going to
look it
do
up.
is I'm actually going to, and I know this is not how it specifically works, but I'm actually going to use the
Yeah.
crossbow as damage.
No, I mean, that totally makes sense.
Yeah, like they're acting as a group in this
Yep.
situation.
Yeah. Do you want me
so like you're
to
attacking
see if I
the
can find a
group
crossbow
and-
somewhere?
Yeah, can you give me crossbow piercing sorts
I
of
can
things?
try.
It's knives and stuff, right?
Yeah, where's the chapter I'm looking for? There's a list of gear.
Yeah, it's
Where
in
did you
like
put it?
basics almost, isn't it?
No, it's way later on. The section where
Oh, gear and crap.
it's gear and
Weapons
crap.
and armor.
Yeah. But things descriptive
Common
tags.
firearms, other weapons. Big knife is 2 harm. Machete is 3 harm, but I don't think it's that. I think it's 2 harm.
Ooh,
So you
damn.
only take 1.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way it does like more than a pistol, right? Like,
No, exactly.
so,
yeah. It's 2 harm.
Okay. Okay, so it's 2 harm, so I'm taking -1. Okay, so I always forget how this works, but I roll plus
Do you have
1.
any armor? No, you don't.
No.
So you're rolling 2d6 plus 1
Okay.
and mark off a harm.
Oh, crossbow. It's a thing. It's one of the options that the battle blade can build on. It's 2 harm, close, slow.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So I'm rolling 2d6 plus 1, and I want to roll low.
Yep.
Okay. That is not very low. That's a 10.
Is
like-
that the first 10 plus we've seen on this move?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not sure it is. But anyway.
Because I feel like we've done really well on this move so far. Because the 10 plus moves are really nasty, and I don't remember having seen them before.
Where's peripheral moves gone? Peripheral moves. Harm and healing. You rolled 10 plus. On a 10 plus, the MC can choose 1. It's worse than it seemed. You take an additional harm. You're out of action, unconscious, trapped, incoherent, or panicked. Oh no, I know what this is! Yes!
That's
Okay. Alright. I'm already actually on 6.
You're already at
for
6
harm.
o'clock.
Yep,
Yeah.
6 o'clock.
So you throw this thing, right, and you see it. You see it hit her, and the other one be like shit, and like, and you hear like a thunk, and you feel like a throbbing in like, I think you feel a throbbing in your cheek, right?
Ooh,
like you
yeah,
feel this like
okay.
intense impact in your face. And like and you like, and for a moment you're like looking around, and all you see is just like you can't see past the layer of rain in front of you, because like you're holding this torch in like your left hand or whatever, and all you see is the like light on the like raindrops around you, and then they all just like wink out one by one, and then you hear the sound of no, you can't take her, and like the sound of and then like the sound of someone like being knocked out, like, and then
Okay.
dark and quiet.
Okay.
Time
That
for a
seems
break.
bad. Okay.
All right, back soon, chat.